Open your ears.
New narratives.
It's the community coalition. Here for the introduction.
We've been letting it slide for too long.
Too long.
Unity.
That's how we rise up. Knowledge is what. So wise up.
We municipal. Change the forecast.
This the podcast to listen to. We got a vision.
Let's make it visible.
Said we gotta fight for our rights.
Well, then enlist me.
All bite, no bark. Real talk 360.
Let's get round.
Yeah.
Let's get to it then.
Yo, Tori gotta learn the words. We ain't gonna put his name in there until he learn the words.
Make him walk. We're gonna make him walk for some cheesecake.
Yeah, go get his cheesecake, man. Son.
I said a few of them. I jumped in.
No doubt.
I did a little double dutch.
In and out.
What's good? What's good? Real Talk 360. We back in here.
119 Media Group.
119 Media Group
Proudly
presents Real Talk 360, the podcast to listen to. Yo, we taking callers in today because today we might get some. Oh man, we might get some people calling in, man.
Okay, that sounds good to me. All right.
Yeah.
All right. Well, good morning.
Yeah, because especially some women, man. The number is 843-687-5055 if you got something to say.
Speak on it.
Yeah, don't call loud too, man, because last time we messed the headphones up. You know what I'm saying? Hey, yo, if we mess up today, hey, y'all, hey, don't do like this. All right. Don't do like that, man. It just keep going.
Shot me in the ear.
Yeah.
Hey, yo, man, I had a good day today. I was riding by, man, and I came across this poem. Now, y'all, you know this is live.
Yeah.
So we can mess up.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But we don't care because life is live and you can mess up.
Yeah.
Ooh, I need a bun for that.
All right.
Life is live.
All right. Yeah, I like it. Quality yourself. Let's go.
Man, listen to this poem now,
okay.
right? Go ahead. What you said?
No, I was going to say you was riding around.
By the famous poet. His name is Breeze.
Okay, Breeze.
Breeze. I called the crib. They say, Breeze, you ain't know.
I say, what?
Big time got popped in his Benzo. I said, damn, man, I'm riding in this Lexus. I'm about to dump this nigga shit off in new dimensions. Get to the crib, man, I call Big Slade up. I tell him the money man that slipped and got his throat cut. And everything that we took from the warehouse. I heard somebody talking about it in the White House. Man, I thought this job was for me and you. I ain't know that Bill Clinton wanted some too. You tell us folks that I'm sorry about that Lexus. I'm about to dip and see my sister Aubrey. Nah, I can't even tell you where I hear my extra player cars. Cause them road dog police know we homeboy. Just tell everybody that owe us a dime. This the great roundup. My money time. I'm about to have mine. And then I'm out of here. Where you going?
Take a loss.
Then come back just like Coco Greg. You ain't got to worry about your partner getting caught like lame. It won't be neither to that big girl from Darlington sang.
Oh, Darlington.
That was for Goody Mob, man.
Yeah.
Sometimes we had to do some poetry on stuff too, man.
Yeah. So you came across that.
So I came across that. So I was just feeling it today. So I said, yo, I will recite this poem today for my people so they can hear it. They're
gonna say, what's that about?
What is that about? Come find out. Go listen to it.
Yeah, that's some classic.
Could you do me a favor?
Good MOB.
If you know somebody that knows somebody, tag their name in the comments and let's just see what we can do. All right?
Let's just see what we can do.
But
that's better than somebody else told you.
Yeah, that's better than what somebody else told. So man, check this out, man. Sitting in front of me.
Hey.
Hey.
You know what it is.
Tell them where you from, son.
29571. The Swamp, Marion County. What's happening? It's your boy Corey Grant.
Yo. And to the right, here tonight is.
Yeah, this your boy from the 973 to the 843. This your boy T, aka DJ Not Famous. Still ain't got no gigs booked yet, but we coming up.
DJ Not Famous. We ain't got no gigs yet.
Ain't got no gigs, man. But he's still spinning.
Oh yeah, I'm still spinning. You gotta practice.
He's still spinning.
Stay ready.
Stay ready. Yeah,
you ain't got to get ready.
Amen.
All the time. Now, actually, you know what? I do have a gig, but it's crazy. Though.
Oh, see?
I do got one. I got one coming up for somebody for a little kid birthday party. So it's,
Okay.
that's good. I appreciate that.
That's what's up.
I got something I want y'all to hear, okay? If you saw the headline, it says calling a woman independent is not a compliment.
Oh man.
And I want you to hear this lady as she explains it.
Black woman, it's not a compliment. I never hear a man that is raising children alone say, I'm mom and dad. He never becomes overly feminine because he's raising children. But we as women become overly masculine because we are raising children, because I'm mom and dad and I gotta do all these things, right? And now I put children, because I'm mom and dad and I gotta do all these things, right? And now I put extra stuff on me and then I say, ain't nobody helping me. Well, nobody told you to do that. There is help available, all because I was trying to overcompensate for what daddy wasn't doing. I didn't have to be mom and dad. Now they got Mr. Chris and Mr. Eric over here. And I took them to be a part of different organizations because when you think of something strong, you do not think of coming to the aid of it. So when we are looked at and walk around as strong, what we're putting out is, I do not need assistance. I don't need your help. So anytime a man says, oh, I love it, you're so strong. I said, no, I'm not strong. I'm resilient. I'm not independent. I'm interdependent because nobody ever comes to the aid of the strong person. So when I'm around men, my wrists are broke.
That was pretty good, man.
Yeah, she say my wrists are broke.
She said she ain't doing nothing.
You ain't got to. Shit. I ain't mad at her.
So check this out. How do you feel about that, Tori?
Okay. I saw this post and I saw the young lady when she spoke about it too. So what I feel about this is that I guess
somebody that knows somebody, tag their name in the
her comments is basically speaking, I guess, speaking north of how independent women get looked at, because most of the time women that are independent always feel like that they don't need no help at all, and that's why she said it's not no compliment, because she feel like they don't need no help at all. Like I'm good. I got this by myself. If you ain't gonna do it, I'm gonna do it. And that is a bad look for a woman that classified herself as independent, because if there is a man that can come in and help you, assist you, or add value to you, you're not gonna know because you're playing this strong role that's overpowering whatever he has to offer. So that's why I look at it. I understand her side of it, but then maybe the wording is wrong. Like if you are a strong woman, maybe independent is not the right word. I'm not sure. Maybe independent not the right word. Maybe it's just like she said, interdependent, right? That's what she stated, right? Mm-hmm. Yeah. So maybe that's the correct verbiage that we need to use for a woman like that.
But
yeah,
I've never met a independent woman.
You're right.
You can't do it by yourself.
Can't.
There's no way you can do it by yourself.
Oh, okay. As far as doing everything, by yourself,
there's never independent.
You're gonna need somebody.
Yeah, you always gonna, even if you raising a child by yourself.
Yeah, you're gonna need some help.
You're gonna need some help
along the way.
You know what I'm saying? You're gonna need some help because somebody's gonna have to help you if you're not gonna be able to make it home that day to get them off the bus.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. Now, I was just sitting around. We was in the barbershop today, and we was to this discussion. Now, sometimes independent woman comes off masculine,
Well, like I said, I always say words matter.
Yeah, comes out masculine. Like since you're an independent woman and maybe the father's not there, you feel that you can have to do both jobs. But like she said, a man who does both jobs will never be over feminine. You know what I'm saying? He just gonna go ahead and do what he have to do.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? But when it comes to a woman, she's gonna be over masculine because you feeling like, yeah, I got to do the woman and the man's job, but you can't do the man's job.
No. But they have to learn that.
Yeah.
So, but what I will say is I respect each and every one of their opinions, because I know there are going to be some women who agree with her and then there are going to be some who disagree with her.
Yeah.
And I think it's one of them things where I don't know nothing about it, so I try not to be too strong on it. But at the same time, it can be convenient, or I can see where it could be advantageous for them to play either side. You know, whether you're saying like words matter, but if you're dependent upon, like, I think she's speaking more to parenting. You know,
No, because it wasn't. If you listen to it, it was more than parenting. Because she said when the man comes in, and he want to do his job. My wrists are broke. I mean, if you want, she ain't banging nothing on the wall. She ain't cutting no grass. Because if you want to do it, because she wasn't really just on parenting.
Well, okay, so if she wasn't, then like I said, I think if that's convenient for her and that's what's working for her, how can you knock it?
We ain't knocking it. Okay. That's what I agree with it. But we was in the barbershop today, right? And one of the comments was made that he took the word independent, meaning with black women, and said some of them overly use the word because when they say I'm a strong, independent black woman, it can be a diss to a black man.
I just got a question about that. How is it diss? Is it a diss to the black man that she may currently be dealing with, or one that if she's just meeting you, or you're just being introduced to her? I don't see how that can be like a
This have to be all in, already in, not just
okay.
Yeah, but but it could be used to downgrade the black man because now I'm independent. I don't need you. Now some women and some people use their title or their job, which makes them independent, right? That makes them independent because sometimes the title, the money makes you independent. So you saying you don't need a man
because she's a breadwinner. She make a lot of bread or something.
Because she makes some money, even though it was a lot of bread, with just enough to hold her down.
Okay,
right?
Then she's dismissive of, and I don't think it's that she might be. I don't need that man, but I think she still want a man.
But if you look, you can see a lot of women. I ain't saying all women use the word independent. Yeah, to go to a. Go ahead. What you saying?
Okay, I'm finished.
If they use an independent.
Yeah, I don't need a man, but this was in the black community. So you don't need the black man, but you can go up into a corporation that now you feeling you independent because maybe you rose and you did your thing. So now you had to go to an independent 9 times out of 10 was Caucasian owned to downgrade a black man with that title from there.
Oh,
okay. I see. Yeah, I see what you're saying about that.
Okay.
So I'm gonna speak really quick about this though. I just looked up the definition. The definition of independence says free from outside control, not dependent on another's authority.
Oh, that's a big word.
So, like I said, that independent might be the wrong verbiage for a woman to state when they say I'm an independent black woman, because now you're saying you don't want nobody you free from control, and you say you're not dependent on another's authority. Okay, I mean that's not saying that you're doing it by yourself. You're just saying that nobody controls you. You know what I'm saying, or nobody has authority over you to tell you when to do whatever like that. So in that case, then that is the wrong word. Because when you can't, nobody. I mean,
like state, everybody needs somebody.
Everybody needs somebody. But and I understand you don't want to be controlled because nobody wants to be controlled, and nobody really wants somebody to have authority over them. Because especially if you're a grown adult, you might have authority over your children, but not until they get to a certain age. But you don't want nobody to maybe authority as an adult. So that is the wrong verbiage if you look at it definition wise.
Yeah. But you got to go back now. If I played it again, you got to listen. She was talking about men and women.
Women, yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Play it again.
She was talking about men and women. And when talking about men and women, you got to help me keep talking, Corey, until I get to
it. But now there's a part 2 to that definition of independent too. It says not dependent on another for livelihood or substance.
Okay, so not authority, but then you're talking about livelihood
or substance.
Yo,
but see when you reading the definition, it kind of sounds like she's using the right word.
Yeah, the second part of the definition, because a definition always have 2 meanings most of the time. A word always have 2 meanings. So that's the second part they're saying, and they said, like the what they use is like similar words is self-sufficient, self-supporting, and then the sentence is I want to remain independent in old age. So that's kind of basically saying like, okay, when I get older, I don't want to depend on nobody. So, but
You got it.
Go ahead.
yeah, so independent. Introducing yourself to the opposite sex or whoever, whatever sex you deal with can be kind of standoffish. It's like, oh, well, I don't want to, I'm independent. I'm this independent person. Because if I introduce myself to a woman, and if I went to have, before I met my wife, or I met, like, if I had went to my wife and said, I'm independent, I'm an independent black man, she probably looked at me like, well, okay.
Of course.
You know
and of course, you probably expect it to be, or that's
Yeah,
what you should be at
yeah.
that point in time.
But I'm gonna say two things. You said independent. You didn't say independent man.
Independent
You said
independent
black man.
black man.
She didn't say independent woman. She said independent black woman. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That means you got to say that independent black woman. That means to me that I had to do a lot of struggling. So, and I'm doing this by myself. I don't have a man. Because if you go to other races, they don't really say I'm an independent woman.
But they don't have the reputation for having to be or being there.
You right. But we have to use it as in, because this culture I come from and the houses are so, the family is so broken. So I had to independent. But when I say I'm independent, that independence just sound like, if I say I'm an independent woman, this sound like, you talking about the man in here. I don't need a man's help, but I don't need a black man's help.
When they put black in it, you saying?
Yeah.
When they say they're independent black woman.
So, and when he said that, if I met somebody and I said, men and women, I'm an independent black man. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's like a different.
I heard some men say that, like on social media. I heard them say that, or put that on social media as a caption. I'm an independent black man. Like, I don't need no help from nobody. I'm doing this by myself. But that's like, I kind of see what you're saying. Like, we don't need to say the black man. Just, you don't need to say we're independent. Just,
But there's a reason why we do say it.
Yes.
Now we might say it now. You say independent because we didn't hear what black man. And the whole world could tell you what a black man is supposed to be.
Yep.
Every other culture, every other person besides a black man could tell you what a real man should be. If you look out, if you look on social media, they describing what a real man is supposed to be. Real black man was supposed to be. You know what I'm saying? So everybody could tell me how to do my job.
Seems like it.
Yeah.
Because everybody's always got a portrayal of us.
Yeah, we should. Yeah,
they and because of that, now we have stereotypes and generalizations that are applied to us, just because of the way we look, way we walk, way we talk, and things like that.
No, and the threat that you are.
Well, yeah, that's
we a threat to every culture.
Yeah,
we're even sometimes a threat to our own women.
Yep.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And so I was thinking about that. So that goes back. You know me, I always got to take it back.
Yeah, we are a threat.
I'm taking it back to when the family was broken. Now I'm going to take this back to slavery.
Okay.
Where you come in.
All right.
Take the man out of the cabin. The woman is there with the kid. Now I'm going to castrate him in front of you. I'm going to put this fear in you so you can put it in your child. Because he is too strong. So now it's broke. Now, another thing, right? Now we're in the house together. I always go back to Claudine. Now we're in the house together. If you want me to give you the food stamps, if you want me to give you the Section 8, if you want me to give you the daycare, he got to get the hell out of here.
That's how that went. Yeah.
So now, hey man, now I don't need a man. He's gone.
I can do that by myself.
But you ain't doing, but really, I ain't gonna say you're doing bad, but everything you need is coming from
You getting assistance.
Yep. So you're really not independent.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying?
I see that's what yeah.
Yeah, ain't nobody really independent.
Nope. So it may not be a person or a man or someone you're involved with them as far as a relationship, but whether it's income or support or whatever it may be, you're dependent upon something or someone else.
Yeah.
I get you now.
Yeah, you do.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah. So you can call it what you want, but you aren't that.
Yeah. So like I said,
But it's amazing how that was the plan though, and what a plan it was.
And it worked.
But well, I mean, yeah, we are part of the generation. That's only 2 generations ago, where you're talking about that was happening, where the head of the household
was taken away.
Exactly. So as far as
was it even given a option to help provide or show what he can do, because he was already belittled, taken away, subtracted out of the whole equation. So they can start a generations of what's going on now.
Yeah.
But
it's amazing though how that's game. How that was done by the government. Put them in buildings called projects.
Yeah. Because it was a project.
Actually calling it a project.
Yeah.
It's amazing.
And then name it after a white man, Christopher Columbus Project.
Really?
What? That's what from my hood. That's what one was called, Christopher Columbus Project.
Man.
CCP. What did Christopher Columbus ever do?
Oh man.
CCP
That's
projects.
Crazy. Oh man, we was talking about American history today. My daughter was talking about the Boston Tea Party, and I had to drop that theory on. I said, I don't think that was tea, baby. I said, I don't think that was tea. That's the story that we tell over here, but somebody know that wasn't no tea.
Yes.
I said, I don't know. Is tea stored in barrels? Or was tea stored in barrels? I said, I think it was alcohol.
Yeah.
And I don't think they threw it all away. I think they took a couple of barrels in there and kept the rest, sent the boat back, and was like, yeah, well, taxation was our representation. This.
Yep.
Great Britain was like, oh, really?
It's crazy.
Yeah, it is, man. Everything. But what a plan they had. Take the man out of the house.
And it's still,
women do fine without you.
It's still doing it. It's still doing it.
Raised.
So look, one of my baby mothers was like that.
The more kids you have, the more money you get.
One of my baby mothers was like that. She felt like she was independent, but I'm like, you getting Section 8, you working a job, and you getting child support.
It's mentally, man.
Yeah.
It's mentally. But do you think that after all that, let's say if you you had all that help, right? Let's say if you get out and you do get a job and you come up and be able to get off assistance, and make it yourself. Now, where a man can come in there, would you be? Could you be? And I'm gonna say the word. When I say submissive, I don't mean you gotta do it. You gotta do what I tell you all the time, but you gotta have enough confidence in me to let me lead. In her house, that's a weird dichotomy, man. I'm just saying, what if y'all went in the house together?
Okay, if they go in the house together, but when you meet somebody new, if she's already established, like you said, if she done came up a little bit. Now I can't speak for a woman. But they like to take care of dudes. I'm hearing more about these dudes.
Yeah, I'm hearing that too. I heard these stories.
House.
I need the question now. Is it hard to let that man come in and lead? Because you didn't got so much help from other places, and now you're stable.
I'm gonna say, anybody watch any women out there? I mean, call in, comment, or say something.
I would probably say, I mean, because I can't speak for a woman, Mel, but I would think, because of what they've been through to get to where they at. And if the dude gotta prove himself. You know what I mean?
She gotta prove herself too.
Yeah,
I'm talking about. I'm up too. We up. We both up.
So why? I mean, they live separately though.
Yeah, but when they move together,
see, that's.
I think.
Don't do it yet. That's why don't do it yet.
No, I think this is my train of thought about it. I feel like this. Like, if you get involved with somebody as a male, I'm speaking from a male point of view. I don't know about a female point of view. Like, okay, you can meet a female. She might be up or kind of look like she's up, or might be heading her way up, because not all the time a female that look like they're up, not always up where they need to be at, and sometimes they need that male to come in and push them to that next level, or open up a box for them to let them know that you can do this because you got me here now.
I mean, you're supposed to elevate each other. Same thing he do for you.
So you're supposed to add value.
Right.
So as a man, you're always supposed to add value to the person that you get in a relationship with. If you can't add value, you don't need to be there, because if y'all both at the same level, like you come in and she's here working 2 jobs, and you come in, you there working 2 jobs.
Yeah.
Oh, where y'all going?
Yeah.
I mean, you gotta put something to make that person get ahead and get out there and fight. Excuse me. fight and go to that next level, as such as if it's even just get another business or getting a job that can replace them 2 jobs.
Man, I'm grown. You can't control me.
See,
that's what I mean. But see, that's
the conversation you gotta have. Yeah,
and that comes in. You can't control me. You don't can't control me.
Yeah, you gotta have the conversation.
You gotta be coming to it. That's what a relationship is, give and take. Nobody trying to control you. But if I say I'm trying to elevate you or give you a perspective on something, and you don't want to take that, and you take that as an insult or something, then maybe I can talk about that. But if you continue to have that kind of attitude, then it's only gonna be a matter of time before I'm out the door.
Yeah. And what you always say, words matter. If you use the proper verbiage and let them know, like, okay, listen, I'm not here to control you. I'm here to influence you. Yeah. If you're not gonna get influenced by what I'm giving to you and trying to add value to you, because you might got the tables and chairs. See, I want to be the one to fix it and get a bigger table. Yeah. So it's all about the verbiage that you give to that what you feed into. Now I know when I was younger, I definitely wasn't thinking like this. But now since I'm older, I know for a fact that this is the way I'm supposed to walk in the door. Because if I meet a young lady and she got a house and her house is maybe not paid for, I should at least try to say, okay, you know what? How much is the mortgage? I'll take over the mortgage. I know you did this all by yourself. I'm gonna take over this mortgage. Once we get this house paid off, we're gonna rent this out, and then we're gonna get a house together. That should be the goal for me coming up the door.
You moving real fast.
Yeah. I'm saying that should be the goal. But if it's that serious, I'm not saying that from the door you're supposed to say that. I'm just saying that if you're that serious with that person, if you're getting that serious, okay, if you're dating somebody for X amount of time, I know everybody has their time when they decide to get together with somebody. They might be with somebody for years, they might be for months. But if you're planning on, you see a future with this person, like you said, they up, you up. That's something that y'all need to discuss. That might be one of the goals. That will be a goal for me. If that person has a house, I don't have a house, I have an apartment, and she said, listen, you ain't got to stay in your apartment no more. Come move in with me. That happened to me one time. And I was like, well, listen, my goal is, I'm not going to come here and just pay this, and that. I'm gonna set one thing that I'm gonna pay to help us get out of this situation here, so we can be somewhere together. Because that might be sentimental. Things be sentimental to women, especially if they worked hard for it.
Yeah, I ain't trying to get with you. I wasn't trying to get with you like that.
Like, with me,
we just stay separate.
I'm not moving to your house.
Yeah, we just gonna.
And just like I said the other week,
live separate.
Nobody is ever going to kick me out again.
See, my thing, you always supposed to have a game plan, though.
Yeah. Hey, I was too young for that.
I'm talking about now. I'm talking about the younger days.
So, perfect example. I wouldn't move to my girl's house.
Yeah, I feel you.
You know why? That was her house.
Yeah.
Exactly. Now, even though I can move in,
exactly.
To me, even if I move in, she still got certain rules.
That's what I'm saying.
You know what I'm saying?
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, I understood that.
And and any minute she's gonna be like, "Yo, this is my house."
No, thank
you know what I'm saying?
That's. Am I stuttering? All I need to
and
do.
if something happens, and if you're not married and something happened, hey, yo, you can get your shit and go. Not saying my shit.
But I mean, I'm saying, but now you done been there 2 years and all that money, and you ain't even got a tax write off or none of that.
No,
but that's why you got to put things into game. You don't go in the house. Listen, if you go in the house now, that's dumb. If you go in there and say we want to do this, and you ain't got no ties to it, then you being a dummy. I'm saying if you go in and you talk to her, and you let her know, like, listen, I'm not trying to control you, but if I come here, my name got to be here, here, and here. That's what you got to present that. That's the way you got to present that to that woman.
Y'all
you can't
go separate.
Oh, and that's when you know that person ain't for you. Then you got to put that pressure on her.
Or maybe you move too fast.
Yeah, that's a deal breaker though, because she won't put my name on the junk now because I'm gonna be paying for it.
Yes,
but if she has a house, what you want to refinance the house and put your name on it?
Yeah.
Yes. If you're that serious,
so check this out. Go buy a house. Y'all go buy a house together.
Yeah, that's what I mean. But I'm just saying. I'm saying, listen. Say if she doesn't want to move out that home though, like say she said, I don't want to put this on because I worked so hard for it. Okay, if you want me to move in here, then this is what had to happen. Other than that, I'm staying where I'm at. But other than this is going to be my guidelines. That's any female I've ever dealt with from the age of 35 and up. I tell them straight up from the door. This is what my rules. If not, then I don't need to be with you.
So check this out. Now it's her house, right? There's certain things. There's certain things that happen at her house, right?
Yeah.
There's certain. Okay. Now let's go for example. Okay. People can come to her house, not even knock on the door and walk in.
That's not going to happen no more.
Right. So how you gonna tell her it ain't gonna happen no more?
Because that's gonna be one of my things. Because if I see this, if I see this from the door when I'm visiting, that's just the same thing. Vice versa. You tell me that a woman come to your house. You tell me you got people that come in your house. You got old women underwears. You don't tell me that they don't try to move in there and try to change stuff. That you say, hey, if you want to be with me, you got to do this. So why as men we can't do the same thing?
You can do the same thing.
Okay, so that's what I'm saying. So if
you gonna tell her, hey yo, she been hanging her bras up by the washing machine for 50 years. What if you don't like seeing the bras? So you gonna tell her to move her bras?
Yeah, we're gonna have that discussion.
Man, you leave it.
Okay, I'm gone. I stay where I'm at
because you move too fast.
That's all I'm saying.
Yeah,
that's what I said from the start.
You cannot
that's
move.
What I said from the start. I was like,
listen. I feel like this because you know why? I feel like this. See,
you can't even control the remote.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm definitely not gonna be there.
Yeah, you can't even control the remote.
Yeah. I'm definitely not gonna be there. I'm definitely gonna be at my own place there. Because my thing is this. I feel like this.
Let her have a teenage son.
Oh,
hey. You can't tell him no play in the living room.
Yeah.
Listen, see, and then you know what, and that's what gives women to feel like they're independent because they feel like, oh, I could tell this dude to get up out of my house. I could tell him what's up. You know what? You know what I say? Well, I don't have to be here.
Right.
Because like I said, that's what I say. I can stay at my own place, but I'm telling you, if it's presented to me, because you know the first thing that most women want to do, they want to pressure you into marriage. If you
I don't think that's the new way. I don't think that's
not the new way, but it has been. I'm just saying they want to pressure you to marriage. So if I had if I wasn't married and a woman came to me and said, "Hey, I wanted to be with you," all this other stuff, you think about you having this marriage discussion, and I'm like, okay, well, I stay here, you stay there. What is your plan? What's your goal? What you talking about? You tell me, and I tell you, well, this is what it is. Otherwise, we're not going there because I'm gone. Listen, I'm gonna give you a prime example.
He should, as a man before he's married now.
Yeah,
he should, as a single man, he should have stayed single.
Listen.
Hey, well said. Yeah, what you said. Because that's what I'm thinking right now.
You can't go in there.
Listen,
girl. We can't even watch Love and Hip Hop over here no more.
We about to have this ultimatum conversation right here. It's either this or I'm out the door.
And that's how I live my life. I'm out the door because it's gonna be. You gotta realize something. We live on a planet that got more women than men. Majority in majority states. I could go anywhere in the United States. I can find somebody or somebody else. If I don't want to be with that person.
But check this out. No. You love her because you're ready to move in with her.
I said if we get to that stage,
right.
Talking about playing
yeah. I'm not saying I'm a player, but I'm saying if we get to that stage, that's what I'm gonna tell her. But hey, listen. If we at that stage, I love her, and I tell her, in order for us to move on, this is what we got to do. Yeah,
baby, we can do it. Take your time, do it right. We can do it, baby. Do it all night. Take your time.
Listen, listen.
Slow down.
You take your time, right? This is what this is synopsis I'm gonna give you. If you take your time, right, and say you do all this, you chilling, you got your own place, you know something. Y'all finally get there. So you take your time. I'm talking about you take years. You take 5-7 years, and then you decide to do this, and then she be like, "Well, I don't want to give up my house." Then what did you put all them years in for? Knock that stuff right at the door. Like I promise you, I'm gonna give you an example. It's not gonna even do nothing with house. When I met my wife, first date, I told her, I said, "Listen,
I remember.
You told me. Listen, I told her from the door when I picked her up and we was driving to our date. I took her out date. I said, "Listen, if you're not interested in being in a relationship or even having more kids, I don't need no more female friends. I have many female friends. Other than that, when we go out on this date, we'll have fun. Nice to meet you. We'll be friends. If I see you, I'm speaking to you. If you're looking to be in a relationship, be with somebody that really going to add value to your relationship, to your life, then I'm with it. If not, we'll have fun tonight, and that's it."
Ain't nothing wrong with that.
That's how I do everything.
Ain't nothing wrong with it. If she agrees.
I am the professor of clear communication. That's my class. I give that because I tell you about how that's the trigger for everything.
Yeah.
When there's miscommunication, that leads to misunderstandings.
So, like I said, that's how I do my things.
Ain't nothing wrong with that.
So that's the same thing I'm saying. If I was with somebody, if me and my wife was in that same predicament where she had a house, and also we started talking, I told her that on the first date, and then later on she like, "Well, I want you to move in with me." oh, okay, well, this is gonna have to be what the standard is for me to stay here. Other than that, I'm gonna stay at my place, or we're not gonna be together at all. That's all I was saying. Now, if she said, "Oh, I can't touch the remote. I can't take down my bras," hey, it's a work of art. Okay, I know it's gonna take some time. It's gonna take some time to get to that level.
It will take some time.
Yeah.
Now, I was a lucky person when I met my girlfriend. She had a house. I came over there. She let me control them. You know what I'm saying? She, you know, I could be there when she's not there, and she made it very inviting. You know what I'm saying? But that was, well, if we had a disagreement, you know where I went?
Home.
I'm going
home.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But it wasn't the time to me for me. I'm not moving over there. I just can't move over there because I feel like I would be second in command. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I want to be, you know,
Right.
I want to
Like
be
you said,
even. I want
three-legged
to
race.
be even. I want to have, you know, we together. Not me. I'm gonna have to listen to you. You have to listen to me. But over there, really, I gotta listen to you because you can't be like, oh, man, get out of my house, man.
Yeah.
I told you somebody kicked when I was young.
Yeah,
somebody
you said
kicked
they
me out before, man.
You said that ain't gonna never happen.
Hey, yo, they kicked me out. I ain't even had no car.
Listen, my grandfather told me that one long time. My grandfather told me that a long time. He said, "Hey, don't never move in with a woman." And he said that you always have to have your own place. He said if you ain't, he said even if you got a car, sleep in your car if you don't want to be with that, you know, don't stay at that woman's house. He said because just like you stated, she could easily kick you out. Say she get tired of you, she call the cops, anything, and then it's over for you.
You out.
You
Just
out.
like
You
that.
out.
Yeah.
Bada bing, bada boom.
Yeah.
Hey, yo, I used to go in there adding up bills. I might be cutting for sale.
It be like that. Yeah, you right. Yeah. You walk in the door like, yeah.
Mortgage J20.
You couldn't know.
Light bill should keep the lights on all the time.
The lights on.
Water, oh man, that thing be running. It ain't always cheaper to keep, but somebody lie.
That's crazy.
You right.
Boy, you stupid. You say you was, but it was running. It was tallying it up in your head. You was.
I was just future and past situations I did,
boy,
man.
crazy,
Yeah. You know, when I got up a little bit, I was like, yeah. But I just ain't moving. I can't move over.
It's a give and take, though, man. Everybody out there, you know, it's gonna be a lot of that because you know we got a lot of people who doing well for themselves.
Yeah, you're right.
Single, ready to mingle. It's give and take, man.
And see, but I've always been the one I always wanted to, like, if I met somebody that if I've met a woman and she had a house, now that influenced me. Said, listen, I don't need to be with you. I need to give me a house first before I need to be with you.
I can see.
You know what I'm saying?
See,
You know what I mean? Like that's just that's like if I meet a woman and she got an apartment, I gotta have my own apartment because I want to be able to bring you to my house sometime. And it's so funny. I saw somebody post that on social media. It was like, why fellas don't never invite us to their place? Because most of the time they don't have their own place. They either staying with somebody, they got a roommate, and then the woman want to know, well, why I can't run? But they always want to come lay up at their place. And that's bad.
It always killing the black man, man.
But that was what,
hard.
Look up. What's the reason why we at home? What's the reason why we at home? Yeah. But without coming on,
Which one?
Yeah.
Which one of the reasons?
yeah.
Nothing wrong with having a roommate though.
yeah, no, I'm not saying it is. I'm just saying that's how they
But in
was stated.
some of the eyes, it might be.
Yeah, you know what I mean?
Got a roommate.
Yeah.
You still come over there with a roommate?
Yeah, but like I said, they don't ask.
Put the sock on the door.
They don't ask the question though. That's the whole point. They just look at it from outside looking in. They don't ask, well, why you got a roommate, or why you stay home with your moms, or why you live with your moms, or why you live with your grandparents. They don't ask that question. They just look and say, oh, he stayed with his grandparents. He stayed with his moms. He got a roommate. You know that's how they look at it as. You know what I mean?
A lot of people miss out.
Yeah.
Yeah, but sometimes you could tell, yo, he stayed there or he stayed with them. But he might be on a mission.
Yeah.
There you go.
Never know.
He might be on a
There you
mission.
go. More of us should have used our existing homes or parents or uncles or aunts.
What?
That should have been something that was made available to us because we were so ready to be. Just talked about this, but we were so ready to be independent and live a lifestyle that we knew we couldn't live at our parents' home anymore.
Yeah.
Whether it was laying up, staying up, you know, drinking, smoking, doing whatever it was you wanted to do in your place. You willing to stay in debt.
I got example.
More debt.
And then
Versus,
it was
versus having no mortgage or
Yeah, I got an
no
example.
rent.
Look at South Fork. Look how long JR and Sue Ellen stayed there.
Who?
JR and Sue Ellen on Dallas.
On Dallas?
Yeah. Bobby and them.
And they just was on the ranch.
At the house.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
They had houses on the
we never had a house big enough.
Right.
We never had a house big enough for everybody to stay, because we probably have a small house with more kids than the average.
Okay.
The average culture. You know what I'm saying?
So everybody can't wait to get out.
So I can't wait to get out. You know what I'm saying?
Can't wait to get out.
Because it's probably like in New York. In New York.
2 room.
Yeah, it'd be a 2-bedroom with 9 people in there.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying?
Two
One
bathrooms.
bathroom, man.
One bathroom.
Yeah.
One bathroom.
So check this out. So I don't have the option to stay at my parents' house, because somebody gonna have to get up out of there.
You're right.
Because I saw this thing said, this young girl said, why black people are the only people that kick their kids out at 18?
Yep. That's a fact.
Because there ain't enough room.
That's usually what it is.
You know what I'm saying? Now,
or even they've been crowded so long they need their space. So they need their space.
Or my aunt had to come stay. She bought kids or things like that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Or one of the.
But that's so true, because
somebody got pregnant at a young age.
God,
still a kid there.
God bless my mother. My mother never had nothing big enough for me or my sister ever to come back to if something happened to us.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So if we came into hard times and we needed somewhere to stay, we couldn't go to our mother's house.
Yeah,
my mother had a place that was big enough just for her, and if she had a man.
So that's why.
it. So that's why we don't stay at home.
Yeah.
And so
opportunity ain't there.
Yeah.
That answers that question a lot of times too. That's facts.
And like I said, that's why I never want to treat my kids like that. My kids is you could stay here as long as you're doing right by your money and your life. You can't come here and be bringing drama to my doorstep. You can't be like my son out there and he out there gang banging and shooting. No, you're not bringing that to my doorstep. You go ahead, because I'm gonna let you know from the door. Once they start shooting up in here.
You go.
Yeah.
I had this Mexican guy sold a car. His last name was Ortega, right? He had 5 girls. That's 5 girls, right? And this girls moved out. We was talking about. He said, he has structure in his home. When you have a large amount of kids, you got to have structure. You got to have a routine. He said. He was telling me, I saw the daughter. I asked how she doing. He said, "Well, Jamel, she's moving back. I don't know how long she's gonna stay." I said, "Why you said it?" I said, I told her when." He said, now things would have changed when you moved out with you, but when you come back here, the rules are the same. Oof. I don't care how old you are.
Yeah.
The rules are the same. There's a certain time that you're going to walk through my door,
right? And
it's the same time when you was probably 17 or 18.
Yeah.
Ain't none of that changed.
Right.
I started thinking about that. I said, I'm going to say that one day.
Yeah.
If you need to come out here, you can come, but the rules ain't changed.
Rules ain't going to change. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
I mean, that applies a little pressure. Like I said, everybody has their own version of their pressure. Like I said, because my mom's never had no place for to stay. I had to grind and care whatever way. If I had to hustle, sell drugs, if I had to get 2 part-time jobs and a full-time job, I had to do whatever I do, because I know I didn't want to be homeless.
Yeah, you'll get some jobs.
Yeah.
That boy get some jobs, man. You work.
What?
Yeah, and he get promoted. I said, damn, I ain't never got promoted.
Got that gift.
That boy, yeah.
Talk to him, make him feel comfortable.
You have to, man. It's all about the verbiage.
It is.
It's all about
words matter.
What? So much, man.
Words matter. Body language counts.
Yep.
That's the one thing I'm trying to get my knucklehead kid down.
So check this out.
Body language counts, girl.
Okay, and I was in I go to a hell of a barbershop. Classic Cuts, Darlington, South Carolina.
That's what's up.
All right.
Right before you get to the square, Robert Cooper, he was supposed to come today, but I think he got scared. Now, we was talking, right? Like you said, verbiage work and things like that.
That's why I don't like language.
Yeah.
I like numbers.
But we train our kids to go to school, go to college, and get you a good job. But we never train our kids, well, maybe college is not for you. Go get a trade. Be an entrepreneur.
That's what we're
Start
teaching our
yourself
kids
off.
now, though, right?
Yeah.
That's what
Yeah,
we're teaching
a lot of
our
people,
kids.
a lot of people still ain't keeping like that. But I figure what you're saying, that's what we're doing now.
Yeah, it's more than now. It's not go. It's not get a job. We should be the last generation. X should be the last generation where we got the education to get a job.
Yeah,
and now it should be more entrepreneur.
Yeah. Because he was saying, and this goes out. So you teach that child to get a job. Now he's gonna have to work that job. And anybody got a job? You don't have to work that job until you're 65 years old, right?
And the payoff probably that.
And to pay off the college, right? 65, right? Now, after 65 and you retire and you get a percentage of that income that you got when you was working, what your life expectancy is, what, 10 or 15 years?
After that, after retirement, you mean?
Yeah. You might be a goner.
Yeah.
Or you might go earlier than that.
Yeah.
Or you get there and you see that retirement ain't what you thought it was, so you might have to go back to work. Like I could see, it's crazy. I could see those people that come in the dealership, and I could see like what their retirement was or what disability was giving them, and I was like, "Ain't no way, man.
Ain't no way.
I don't see. Not ain't no way that it could happen to me, but
You just don't see.
ain't no way."
Somebody said something. Who was that? All day. Kids should go to college. Yeah. If they can or if they want to.
Yeah.
But I don't think kids should go to college just to go get in debt
No.
and try and figure it out.
Not at all. Not at all. Now, I mean,
not at all.
I just like you stated with the Generation X, like we should be the last one to actually pass that along. We should be more of the ones that's now telling our kids to get a trade, like you said, be an entrepreneur and stuff. And also, we should also be creating something now, learning that how to pass things down, because you, like you said, you see other people, other races, they build stuff up to pass down to their kids. You see we should be striving to be Sanford and Son, not just, oh, it ends with me. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, because I can't give my job to my kids. So I create LLCs, I create trusts.
That's what I tell people all the time.
Yeah, I can't pass my job, you know?
But I got one thing I want to say to y'all. Index universal life insurance.
Yes. Yep.
Index.
Universal life insurance. And if you need an agent, I have an agent for you.
I need that and a whole life policy. Best thing to ever invest in. I sell whole life policies.
Do you remember on the Breakfast Club when Dame was on the Breakfast Club and he was going back at Envy?
Yeah.
And Envy was saying, "Well, I got stocks in this. I got stocks in it."
Yeah.
Now Envy does well, but he was saying, "I got stocks in this company." We said, "Well, you can't hand it to your son. Go get your son a job right now."
Can't do it.
He said, "I own mine.
Yeah.
I own mine." And I got okay. Check this out. I got a question for y'all. You gotta. Let's say I'm coming to you, right? Corey,
Yes.
I'll pay you $250,000 to be the president at this company.
For 1 year?
To what? Let's say 5 years.
What?
No, I'm just $250,000 a year.
Okay.
All right. But you're gonna have to do this and do this and do this, and it might alter your life.
That's in the when you say alter my life.
You can't coach no more.
Oh, I can't coach my kids?
Because I need you to run my company. That Disney trip probably ain't gonna happen. I might need you to work on Christmas.
Okay.
But you can make $50,000 a year selling a product that you invented or something like that.
Yeah.
Which one would you rather take?
Yeah, I'm gonna go with the one where I can be with my kids.
So the $50,000.
Yeah. And hustle it out, especially if I'm
Which one would you take?
Yeah.
Also the $50,000.
Yeah.
But a lot of people will take that $250,000.
Yeah.
And you know why they take that $250,000?
Because that number is big and it sounds great.
Yeah. And it's given to you.
Yep.
Now you might have to go get that 50.
Yeah, you got to work.
So what they say, take the least path that's with the least resistance, right?
Yeah, the path with the least resistance.
Yep.
Yeah, and that's what I would do, because while and I'm into it now. And my daughters, man, that girl dad thing is real. And when you making memories with your babies and your daughters, man, and to say it'll take a lot more money than that to take that away from me and how I feel about my babies right now, man. So
I tell people I worked every day for 3 years when I was at the dealership. every day, 9 to 7 every day. On my day off, I went to work. But on Saturdays, you remember when I first came around? You never seen me on Saturdays.
Nope.
You never see me on Saturdays because I was always at work.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. But and I started reading. I was reading this book. I forgot what it was, but it was like, yo, you think you getting paid, but really you just exchanging time for money.
Yeah.
Yep.
That you're not
Can't
not
get
even
that.
your worth.
Can't get that time
Now,
back.
peace out to him. So I did make some money to do something else. But yeah.
You can't get that time back, man.
Penny all day said, but what if
Your kids don't want to.
what if your kids don't want to have their own business?
But if they don't want to, there's more than one way for them to make a living.
And I got a good example for
Yeah,
this, right?
Yeah, you don't have to be an entrepreneur and have that all figured out all time.
If they want to go to college, let them go to college.
Oh yeah, that's
Yeah.
fine. Yeah, not a problem.
But we're gonna pursue a degree that's gonna be able to. It's not gonna be sociology.
Yeah.
No, and it's not.
yeah,
gonna,
you don't want to spend 100,000
Yeah.
to make 50,000.
right. It's gonna be something. Finance, accounting,
something's gonna make
information
some
technology, biology. Something where you can do some nursing,
Yeah.
some dentistry, something like that, where you can, it's going to be
benefit
something,
that you can pay off a student
right,
loan.
lawyer,
Yeah,
political science, something like that. But it's not going to be something where you just,
Yeah. And the thing is, they can go to college. You know what I'm saying? But you might have a business like Jamal told me. I was like, yo, maybe I could pass this down to you. Then I don't want it. I want to get my own money.
Yeah.
I said, yo, go get your own money, but I'm going to do my best. You can go get your own money that you can always receive a check.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But and you know how we mess up too?
Wow.
These days, you don't have to sell drugs.
No,
There's so many hustles.
man.
10,001.
I can remember Jamal came to me and said, what if I be a YouTube influencer? And I automatically just, shut that down now, but they get paid.
They get paid. Mm-hmm. I remember my daughter, a gamer. What if I was a gamer? Then I was like, a gamer?
Listen.
And that's it couldn't have been 2 weekends later. I saw
a gamer win $1 million.
and it was EA. It was back when I forget the dudes. Was it Ninja or something like that? Some kid who was very popular, and they had sold out like the Staples Center in Los Angeles, and it was like the finals where they had the game on the jumbotron up there, and people was all like it was a Laker game in there, and it was full of
Do you know who CJ So Cool is?
I know not.
He's an influencer on YouTube. He gets money, but somebody broke in his house and shot him 4 times a couple weeks ago.
Oh, CJ, what's his name?
CJ So Cool.
CJ So Cool. Yeah. Didn't he get caught with a gun charge recently too?
I don't know if he got caught with a gun, but I know they broke in the house.
Yeah.
But he said, what if we forget what kids' dreams are?
Well, they should.
Yeah.
They need to remind us of what they are. Ain't nobody trying to be no mind reader, especially by the time you 18, 19, 20 years old.
See, I think they taking what we saying, not going to college.
Oh, no.
The wrong way. It's not saying that they can't go to college. It's saying that we should be able to give our kids options.
Right.
Yeah.
That's what we should do. We should always be able to give our kids options. You go to college, okay, they find out college is not for them. Okay, look, my father got a business. Maybe I should learn the business.
Right.
You know what I mean? Or maybe I could go to my father or, not just father, my parents, period, and say, hey, what else can I do? You influence, so you give them options. Hey, maybe college not you. Maybe you want to go to tech school, be a plumber. Plumbers make money. HVAC people make money.
Exactly.
I know somebody that left as a barber.
I do too.
Know somebody that left as a barber and became an HVAC person.
Yes.
Wind up getting their own business.
Yes.
Now barbers make money.
Yeah.
But he wound up getting his HVAC license, everything, permits, everything, stuff like that. Got his own business. Got his own van.
I know a guy who did that.
Killer.
But we taking it as instead of the HVAC.
What?
Man, he work on air conditioners.
Yeah.
Not knowing the value that's behind that.
Yes.
Word.
It's big.
Exactly.
Yes, yeah. It's bigger.
the numbers.
Listen,
Doesn't
it's
matter, man. I'm
bigger.
telling you,
It's
where's
bigger
that?
than air conditioning. I went to tech school, and that's what I
I
majored
wish
in.
I knew how to fix a damn air conditioner.
And I know how to do it. That's actually my background, but I fall back on that if
boy
something
know how to do everything,
listen,
man.
I got the paperwork and everything. Only thing I do is get recertified what you call it, recycle the refrigerant. I know how to do all that stuff, fix air conditioning, all that stuff. But the thing is that people look at you fixing air conditioners, but you don't think about the big business of it.
I do.
Listen,
I live in South Carolina.
Go to the supermarket. How you think they cool them? You go in there and buy them.
We
milk
live
and
in
stuff.
South Carolina. It get hot down here.
Yeah.
So if
The commercial side of that, you get paid. You know how much they charge to come in and fix a cooler for they store your milk. Yeah, for a supermarket.
Yes.
Man,
Lots
you
of money.
crazy.
And
Dory told us last week $300 to come in there.
Yeah, just fixes
Blown fuse.
Yeah.
Yep.
So imagine at a supermarket, you go in there, you say, listen, my rate is $50 an hour. You go in there and probably find a problem in the first hour, but you stay there for 2. You done got $100 in 2 hours.
Yeah.
And say you had like 5 or 6 calls that day.
I know.
What you done made?
Yeah. Know how to. What if you a mechanic in the South? Come on, man. Somebody,
You good.
yes, you're more than good.
Yeah.
You're great. You're well off.
Well, like I said,
And like you said, a plumber.
oh my,
Stop playing.
oh my goodness,
Stop
especially down here in the
playing,
South,
boy.
it ain't as big as
Oh man.
like
I
that
want
was-
y'all to hear this, right? This is they was talking about the inflation, right? And they said does abortion solves inflation?
What?
Now listen, okay?
Is why you're worried about your price for gas. It's why you're concerned about how much food costs. For women, this is not a reductive issue. You can't divorce being forced to carry an unwanted pregnancy from the economic realities of having a child.
To say, guys, I know you're concerned about the gas prices. I know you're a little concerned about what's happening at the grocery store and that you're spending $100 for a little slice of steak. But have you ever thought that it's actually your fault because you had children? Actually, the problem is that you're alive. The problem is that you're breathing. It's not that the government totally messed up and their policies have been anti-nationalistic.
That sounded stupid. Being alive is the problem. She like me being alive and me having children is the problem. If I was
No, the first one was STACY Abrams, right?
okay.
She was the one that was talking about the abortions and if you don't want a kid, don't have the kid. Now Candace Owens came right behind her and said that
It's your fault.
yeah, it's your fault that you had a kid.
That's why I said that was stupid. Then no wonder a lot of stuff she say, I say she says, I say, she just sounds stupid. But
Explain it to the people why you think it was stupid.
it was stupid because she said being alive is the problem. Like you know, and meaning that you had kids. Like how you gonna have a problem if you dead?
I guess you dead, you can't have no kids.
So I mean, if being alive is the problem, that's just saying we're gonna have to live with it and deal with it.
Now, the only reason why I started to think about this because I've always heard that there's going to be depopulation.
It may have already began.
It has begun. I think it has begun.
It probably already did. Who's to say that it didn't begin with cancer or AIDS or HIV?
Yeah, but
COVID.
I think, but now they're saying for 225 now, the 2025 now because it's just too many people. I know. To me, COVID was the kickoff. I know they put it out there. I don't know for sure. I don't know the people in China.
I think they put all of them out there. They all go. Remember SARS? Remember SARS?
Yeah.
What was it? Was it anthrax?
Yeah, but you know
Remember the bird flu?
You know why I think that?
You know what I'm saying? They always putting something out there.
You know why I think they put everybody? I can feel that COVID was put out there. A lot of these, like I said, all them diseases was put out there. Because think of this, right? All right. So COVID allegedly started in another country. So you telling me that
Trump said China.
she said China? Okay, right. That's what they call it, the China flu. He is what they call it, right?
Yeah.
So
That's why
you
they
tell me.
shutting
So you
down
telling me
the-
that one person, or maybe a couple. We're gonna go about several hundred people came from China during that time and caught the flu, and they affected the whole world.
Yes. Yeah. That's how the human body is. That's how viruses work.
I know, but that's what I'm saying. Like you affect the whole world. So you telling me that you know, there's some. It got to be some states where, or some little cities that somebody from there don't travel to China. Like, okay, you telling me that there's somebody from South Carolina that maybe in St. Matthew, South Carolina, traveled to China, but got in contact with somebody that traveled to China.
Yes.
Yeah, he
Because
could just be coming through St. Matthew,
Bingo.
coming from from China
layover flights.
hit you in the stove.
There you go.
You know what I'm saying?
Somebody works at the airport.
Yeah.
Who's related to somebody who works in the movie theater.
But listen,
done and done.
Yeah, but I understand that aspect, but it just seemed like how way they presented it on the news is like, okay, well, New York is affected like this. They got this many people, but then the numbers down here was so small. Then all of a sudden they start growing. So like, if you're putting it out there like that, why wasn't it could have been contained? So they wanted the whole world to get it. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I think they put it out there.
And they probably did.
That's what I'm looking at it.
You're right, yeah.
Yeah.
But I can see how fast that it worked.
Yeah. I can see how fast it worked. Yeah, like I said, in passing.
Yeah, you figure, especially New York.
Yeah.
Internet.
On top of
my thing was, especially everywhere there was an international airport.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Absolutely. Yeah. Makes perfect sense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right there.
Yeah, but that's what I said. My thing is that when you found this problem, you see that majority the red, well, not gonna say red states because that's more, but the states that had the most people that was infected, why couldn't you try to say, oh wait, let's contain this? Because at one time they was stopping people from outside coming up north. Because I remember I was trying to go and it was like, oh, they're not letting people with out of state plates come up there. If you driving or if you flying in, you can't come in.
That was in Florida.
Yeah.
But check this out. How did they could contain it, right? And I'm gonna use you for example.
Mm-hmm.
You ain't never wear no mask.
I never caught COVID either.
Yeah,
never?
but you ain't never wear no. You never wear no mask.
Never wear mask.
I don't really.
And you never tested positive.
Never tested positive for COVID.
But I had COVID. I had COVID, and they said I didn't.
You tested positive?
No, it was negative. But I knew I had COVID. When I went to the hospital that time, I knew I had COVID. I had all the symptoms. When I came in there, they put me in the corner. The lady said, "Baby, you ain't wearing no mask." I said, "Yeah." I said, "I got COVID." He said, "I think you got COVID." They put me on there, took me in that room, put me in the room, right? But they said I didn't have COVID. I knew I had COVID. The second time, I caught COVID, but they said I didn't have COVID. I went and got them instant tests, and they said I didn't have COVID. But I was laid up like I had COVID. So if you telling me I ain't got COVID and I want to go to the club, I'm 21, I'm going to the club. I ain't got COVID. They say I ain't got COVID.
Yeah. Right.
So I'm going. They say the club. They say if you was in Atlanta, because it's still going down in Atlanta.
Calling it Wakanda.
It's just spreading and spreading.
Yeah. Listen, the whole time I never wore a mask. The whole time, I
That's
never.
Amazing, man.
And it was so crazy. People around me caught COVID, like Mel, my wife, my kids even caught COVID. So every time I was around somebody that caught COVID, I'll go get tested. Yeah. I got tested. I never had no symptoms, no nothing. I always was able to taste my food. Never had no cough, nothing. I was good, man. Because I think my body doesn't really. You know why? I'm gonna tell you what it is. I'm the guy that don't take medicine.
You know what?
I'm the guy that don't take medicine.
Oh, okay.
So I don't let that
Berries
break
and
down.
juices.
Yeah, I don't let that break down my immune system because most time medicine can break down your immune system. So if you don't let your immune system fight when you do got an infection, it's easier for you to be susceptible for viruses and stuff like that. Gotcha. So I'm that guy. Like I don't take medicine. Like if I gotta take medicine, it'll be an antibiotic. If I have to take an antibiotic for something, such as like I'm a type of person. I had like a toothache and they said, oh, it might be infected. Take it. Okay, I'll take the antibiotic to get rid of that so the tooth can get pulled. But otherwise, like the Tylenol and all that stuff, my wife can tell you I don't do that.
That's because you went to jail. You ain't never been been in prison, got a headache, but you can't have no medicine in yourself. You know what you gotta do?
Stug it out.
Put some ice in your hand.
Yep. And try to get us
straight up.
Use the regular remedies. Yep.
Straight up.
Yeah. So.
Well, we had an hour and 3 minutes, man. We were just sitting here talking tonight. There was some things said, and agreements and disagreements.
All right. So before we get off, I want to say this one thing, and then you can sign off. I want to say happy birthday to my man, the host and stuff. His birthday's this weekend coming up. So I want you to enjoy your birthday. I know I probably won't see you. I probably won't see you this weekend because I actually do got to work Saturday. I want you to enjoy your birthday and everything, man.
For real, man.
Check this out. It's my birthday. I don't want no presents. You don't got to buy me no presents, but I want you to do, if you see somebody on that day, if you see somebody that needs some help, if you see that man at the stoplight, give him a couple dollars for me, man. You know what I'm saying? I would say I don't want to go on Facebook and even though those organizations help people, but I like to see the people that I help.
That's what's up.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Yeah, I like to see him. So if you see him, give him a couple dollars, man. That's all I'm saying. Don't hit the Cash App. Hit the man on the street.
Hit the man on the
That's
street.
what's up.
Okay,
Yeah.
I'm gonna do that for you.
All
man,
right.
If I see him out there.
Yeah. My name is Jamel Lai. This is Real Talk 360. I'm back with the crew. I'm back with the crew. Y'all have a good night, man. My birthday Saturday. Please don't give me no presents. Do something for somebody.
Yeah.
That's what's up.
Service. Like
Yeah,
MLK.
service.
Like MLK, baby. Service.
I ain't even get to talk about. Shouts out to Martin Luther King, man.
Already.
I didn't know what that statue was at first.
Oh boy.
Yeah. I didn't know what that statue at
was
first.
Foul.
Yeah, until I saw the picture. Until I saw the picture.
You talking about the Tyrese, the baby boy picture?
No,
Boy, I hollered.
They took the picture that he
actual
made
picture
it from. It was him hugging his wife.
But you saw what Twitter did
Yeah,
to it.
yeah,
They
They killed that.
They killed that.
We out.